what I tend to wake up to in the middle of the night and in the morning. And keep in mind, my phone is usually in the moses pile. I get tangled in the heating pad. We have both remotes. I have headphones. My phone is usually there. And I'm usually hooked up to fluids. Ouch. That's how I wake up. So I'm gonna get ready and then I'm gonna drive back to my house to take care of my grandma's. Awesome. It's only like $35. Yeah, let's go. Oh my gosh, this is why?
French, Polynesia, and
Hey guys, so it is 6 p.m. now. I just came outside to walk back to the car so I can drive back to my house. Put my syringes in my sharps container and put my weekly meds in the medication, the pill box, whatever. I don't even know what those are called. I have no idea what those are called. Pill boxes? I don't know. What are those called? If you guys use them, what do you call them? Leave a comment. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just about at the car. It just started drizzling, and so I have to go home really quick. But it was nice today. Sorry, hold on. Okay, so it was nice today. This has been what, the last 6 or 7 times I've seen her. Why is this going so fast? With the exception of one day, she's been really good, which is shocking because I had barely ever had good days, you know, in the months that I've been taking care of her, but she's good. She's doing well. I mean, she says, some of like the annoying kind of like dementia things, but it's not at the level and at the like almost anger level that she usually is at, which is amazing. I don't know what is going on. I have no idea, but she's been pretty good. And it was cool because I was there for like an hour and a half or something like that, with my mom. I was there for 3 hours, but I was there for an hour and a half with my mom, so we were kind of tag teaming on getting a bunch done. I had gotten coffee for her earlier. She brought food for her, so we kind of really tag teamed today. So I'm going back to my house. I'll see my dad quick and then get all my stuff and drive back to Adrian's. But yeah, things were pretty okay today. Not a big deal at all. She's been strangely very good. I don't know why. Not complaining, it's just strange. Like, it's something that, like, you know, if you expect somebody to be a certain way because that's just how they are, and then they're pleasant, like extremely pleasant to spend time with for a handful of times, like it's kind of like one of those things where you're like, is something going on here I don't know about. Like, you know, it's just like, it's weird. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna go back to Adrian's too, and his friend is having like a end of the summer party, but I might go, but I might only go for like 2 hours and then come back to his house and then just leave again when like I have to get him. I just physically I can't handle that much time out, and I don't drink. I can't. I can't drink, so oh well. So this is a tomato plant. You can kind of see some red in there. This thing was not this size. It was maybe a quarter of this size like 2 weeks ago. This is insane. Now it doesn't look like it, but it's pouring. Ugh. Hey guys, so it's been a while since I last spoke to you guys. I did go to Adrian's friend's house and it was fun. But I paid / am paying for it. And it's like, and I don't mean this in a complaining way, but it's kind of like one of those like really, I want to say like sobering situations where, you know, like you realize, I don't mean this in a complaining way, but it's just that it makes me realize that I'm not, like, this side of my life that I talk to you guys a lot about isn't what's normal. And maybe that's what, you know, maybe that's why you're watching, just because you want to see how it is. But I hope that for the people that are also ill, I hope that I can be a friend to you, because I know, and especially, like, and I really love Adrian's friends, and they know a lot of this stuff, and they're so great, but, and it's not them, it was like everybody else. It wasn't his friends, it was everybody else, that it just, yeah, I forget that I'm not normal. I forget that this isn't normal, and, to be 23 and to not be able to completely work isn't normal. So it runs you into these situations where like people are talking about like school or their job, and it's like I just try to not give anybody a reason to ask me, because I didn't want to talk about anything. Yeah, it's just one of those kind of like sobering sort of situations where it's just like, okay, you know. And what I loved though, so they had this like big, almost like a vending machine, but it was like what you, if you went to like a convenience store, a 7-Eleven or something like that, like one of those types of like refrigerator things. And it was cool because they had like beer on one side, but then they had like Snapples and Gatorades and water and like juice and stuff like that. So it was really, really cool because like there was still something that I could drink there. You know, I had Gatorade. So that was really cool. And I've never seen somebody have that before. I thought that was awesome. Then the other thing is, I guess we are getting hit with the remnants of Hurricane Harvey. So the pain that I've been feeling today and then yesterday and the day before now makes sense because we got hit with a bad storm. And you know what? I feel awful even saying that we got hit with a bad storm because it's absolutely nothing compared to what's going down in Texas right now and like the surrounding area. It's not even comparable. So I don't even want to say that it was bad, but it was raining a lot. And their backyard was kind of like flooded sort of. So it was cold and wet and yeah, like you just, you know, anybody with any joint problems, you get hit with the worsening issues for the weather, which I guess I never really realized until now. but it makes total sense. We are also supposed to get hit with, there's, I guess, a hurricane that's kind of curving up and is supposed to go up the Atlantic, like the coast. So I don't know if we're definitively going to get hit with that, but it's a separate hurricane of the hurricane in Texas right now. So I don't know. I don't know if that's legitimate. I want us to like look into it and stuff. But I came back while they went out to go to, I think it was a pool hall. So I came back to the house and they're all out, I think playing pool right now. So I put Better Call Saul on and I took a shower, which it was desperate after being out in the rain for like 4 hours. And I'm about to hook up to fluids. But I just wanted to check in with you guys. I wanted to kind of give my input about the night. Again, I don't mean this in a complaining way, but just to be able to share my perspective. That's what it is. I hope that you guys take this as me just sharing my perspective and not complaining. But anyway, I'm going to continue watching Better Call Saul. I took my meds, and I'm about to hook up to fluids. I'm so mad. I got all of, which you guys haven't seen these in a while, but, man, yeah, because when I originally got this stuff, it was right before I quit, so this is like 4 months, and I use this stuff, like, I use the diffuser, but I want to get back into, I started not using the rollers and only using the diffuser, which, like, I mean, depending on what you're using it for, sometimes it doesn't matter, but, like, if you stop using rollers and start using the diffuser, but for the stuff that I need to use the rollers for, it needs to be topical, like, it can't be, in the diffuser, if that makes any sense. Like, I have to make, well, and no, it probably would work in the diffuser, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but not to the extent as it would topically. So, I had made a, oh, actually, it might be in my bag. I bought a muscle aid. It's literally muscle aid. And then I bought digestive, which is digestive, and then I made a joint one. So I had them in 3 separate roller bottles, and then last night, I guess my stomach felt weird, so I was putting the digestive one on my stomach. It wasn't even that it was hurting, it just felt not okay. But it helped a lot, and it helped me, like, be able to go to sleep. So I want to start using, like, the joint one I made again, and I want to start using the muscle one again. And because of, like, the weather, I'm having primarily joint pain. But I don't have lavender, and lavender is apparently one of the most important oils to have to make a joint one. So I have to go see if the joint one I made back in the day, if that one's still in my bag. It might be. Otherwise, I'm kind of screwed for the night because I don't have lavender. We ran out of lavender a long time ago. So I should probably start talking about my essential oils more as I start using them more again. But you guys are holding me accountable. I'll definitely start using them and talking about them a little bit more.